Whatever. Enough. Okay. Alright. Hello everyone. My name is Allison. It's a book haul. I got this little microphone. Hopefully it's working and recording right now. The little light's on, so hopefully it's doing its job, and hopefully I don't have to speak too loudly because I'm a mumbler and I prefer to talk quietly. And I'm sorry it looks stupid, but it's the best I could do. Anyway, book haul. So, in May, I bought books, and now I'm not allowed to buy any more books until my birthday because I've bought too many books in a single month. And it might not seem like that many books, but for me, it is quite a lot of books to have purchased in just 1 month. And first, I do want to say that the reason why I was able to purchase so many books because I recently set up a Pango bookshop. So I'm selling all my books that I no longer want, no longer need. And so I've been selling those books, and I had some money coming in, and I used that money as my book budget. And so I was able to buy a bunch of books. I will leave my link to my Pango shop in the description. If you want to check it out, that'd be great. Let's get into the book haul. So, in the beginning of the month, I went and visited my best friend, and while I was visiting her, we were like, well, we have to go book shopping. So we went to 2 stores. We went to Barnes & Noble and the local Bull Moose store. If you don't know, Bull Moose is like a New England chain, sort of. It's considered a local store, a local chain, where they sell records and music and DVDs, video games, books, all the fun stuff. And usually their books are priced pretty cheaply. I did not stack these in the order I wanted to talk about them in. Anyway, so I picked up 2 books at Bull Moose. One was Small Town Magic by Hazel Beck. Yeah, it's been on my list for a while. I don't know what it's about. Witches, I assume. Bookstore owner. I don't know. I don't like reading book descriptions. I've said it many times before. But yeah, it's a romance and it's about witches. We'll see how it goes. I don't really gravitate towards books about witches. That being said, there is another one coming later in the haul. I don't know. They're usually a hit or miss with me. But yeah, this one had a cute cover, and I thought I'd give it a go. So yeah, first book I bought at Bull Moose. The second book I bought was Slewfoot by Brom. I don't know what this is about, and I don't really want to know. Yeah, kind of witchy stuff too, I guess. But both me and my best friend, we both bought a copy, and so we're going to read it together at some point eventually when we both find the time to. So yeah, that. And then I bought 3 books at Barnes & Noble because it was like the paperbacks were buy one, get one 50% off, and then I bought another one because it looked interesting to me. So the first one I grabbed was The Wild Hunt by Emma Seckel. I don't know what this is about. Scotland, spooky stuff's happening. I don't know. I didn't read anything except for the first tiny little sentence on the back, which is, the islanders have only 3 rules. Don't stick your nose where it's not wanted, don't mention the war, and never let your guard down during October. And I don't know, I liked that vibe. So I thought I'd check it out. And my best friend also bought a copy, so we'll probably read this one together as well. And the next one I picked up was the the, the Daughter of Dr. Moreau by Sylvia Moreno Garcia. I didn't mean to wait until this came out in paperback to buy it, but I did, and I'm not too upset about it. I like paperbacks. You know, the older I get, the more I don't mind reading a nice paperback. And the paperback has some pretty art inside, which is lovely. And yeah, I haven't read a Sylvia Moreno Garcia that I didn't absolutely love, or at least really, really like. And so yeah, I'm excited to read this one. And the last book I bought at Barnes & Noble was The Fairy Bargains of Prospect Hill by Rowena Miller. I don't know what this is about either. There's cat hair all over these books, but whatever. Yeah, and the only bit on the back I read about this one, I had never heard of this one or The Wild Hunt. So yeah, the only bit on the back I read was on Prospect Hill, you can get nearly anything you want from the Fae if you know how to ask and if you can pay the price. And yeah, and that interests me. So yeah, looking forward to reading this one too. I really know nothing about it other than the fact that it's fairies in, I think, Victorian, judging by the ladies on the cover. Yeah, those were the books I bought when I went book shopping with my friend. And we're going to move on to the books that I purchased on my own. Okay, so these ones I'm just going to talk about in the order that they're stacked on my bed. Yeah, does my hair look stupid like this? I don't know, whatever. It doesn't matter anymore. Okay, so the first, well, not the first, but yeah, the first one we're going to talk about. First one we're going to talk about All the Fields by Olivia Dade. Yeah, sequel to Spoiler Alert or companion to Spoiler Alert. I don't know if it's really considered a sequel. Yeah, I really enjoyed Spoiler Alert, and I really liked the little bit that these characters were in Spoiler Alert. So I'm excited to read their story, and I'm sure I will have a good time. So yeah. And the next book I picked up on my own. This was actually purchased off Pango Books for a very decent price. Yeah, anyway, this is another witchy romance book. What You Gonna Do by Avery Flynn. This was purely a cover by the artist that does these covers. It's the same artist, right? Yes. Lenny Kaufman. I love all the covers that she has done. I want to buy all the books that she's illustrated covers for because I just love the style. Anyway, yeah, What You Gonna Do? Yeah, I don't know, romance with witches, I'm guessing. I have no idea what this is about. Like I said, it was a cover by it. I love the cover. This artist also did the cover of Icebreaker and of course, spoiler alert. And yeah, like I said, I want to buy all the books that she's illustrated the cover for. So yeah, moving on. This one I picked up at a thrift store. I just saw the pretty periwinkle spine and I said, that looks cute. Last Chance Library by Freya Sampson. I don't know what this is about. A girl, a woman, young woman in England. Something about a library. I don't know. It looks cute. Sounds cute. I got it for like $2 at the store, so yeah, I'll probably enjoy it. Moving on. Next book I purchased. Beach Read by Emily Henry. I recently read Happy Place by her, and I thought I'd give her another go. And my best friend, she really enjoyed this one, so I thought I would pick it up as well. I don't know anything about it, and I prefer not to like I've said many times, I like going into books not knowing much. But yeah, I really like the spine on this one. It's really cute. But yeah, beach read. I'll probably read it this summer. Right. And next, moving on to the hardcovers that I purchased. And yeah, one, I think I even bought this one the day it came out. Yeah, it was a Tuesday. Anyway, Yellow Face by R.F. Kuang. Yeah. I mean, I've only read so far The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang, but this one seemed like a good time. I do own Babel and whatever the sequel to Poppy War is, but I need to reread Poppy War. Anyway, whatever. That doesn't matter. Yellow Face, R.F. Kuang. I bought it. Moving on. This video is a mess, but oh well. What are we gonna do about it? Absolutely nothing. Embrace the chaos. Okay. Yeah. A Fire Endless by Rebecca Ross. I recently read. Man, my brain is dying today. What is the first one called? A River Enchanted. I recently read A River Enchanted. Oh my god. Whether or not I liked it, I will tell you later because eventually there will be a wrap up for the month of May. Anyway, Fire Endless by Rebecca Ross. I need to read this ASAP. And the last book we are going to talk about. This one arrived yesterday. No, Saturday, but I wasn't home on Saturday. But I got it yesterday because I was home yesterday. Anyway, so this is technically not my most recent purchase because the order went through in the beginning of the month, but it definitely was the last one to arrive on my step, and it is The Curse of Saints by Kate Dramis. I think I said that right. I don't know. Maybe I did. And this, of course, is the fairyloot. And it's very pretty. Ombre edges. Very, very pretty. I hadn't heard anything about this book at all. Never heard of it before. And I was kind of nervous for what it was going to be. Because, I don't know, the past couple months I was able to guess what the fairyloot books were. This is from the adult subscription. I get the adult book only subscription. Yeah, I didn't know. I had no idea what it was going to be. And yeah, so I pulled this out of the box and I was like, oh wow, that's actually really pretty, and maybe I will give it a shot because I was nervous, and judging by like the theme card, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like that. Yeah, the theme was like kiss or kill or something weird like that. But yeah, I'll give it a go. It's really pretty. Yeah, I don't know what it's about, and I prefer not to, but I do know when I looked it up on Goodreads that it is like categorized as YA and new adult. And this is from the adult book box. And if this is YA, I'm going to be really annoyed because I'm not subscribed to the YA box. I'm subscribed to the adult box. And also, it is the first in a trilogy, and all three of the books that I have received from Fairyloot so far, I've only recently been able to get into the subscription. Only recently got off the waitlist. All three books that I have received, I skipped April's book because I knew I didn't want to read that. But anyway, all three of them have been the first in a series, whether it's a duology or a trilogy or something else. And while I did really love The Adventures of Amina al-Sarafi, with it being the first in a series, I'm going to have to buy the standard US hardback so it can match the rest of the series when the rest of the series comes out, because they're not going to match my Fairyloot editions. So even if I do really like this, I'm going to have to buy the other edition to match the rest of the series if I'm continuing in the series. And I just feel like Fairyloot needs to stop picking books that are the first in a series. It just doesn't make any sense. In like, it's one thing if it's comes out as a standalone and then is later picked up as a series. That's completely different than it being part of a series that's already been picked up. Like, it's, you know, it's going to be the first in a series. Please don't include it in the subscription box. Like, that just, it doesn't make any sense, especially when the editions don't match the standard edition. Like, this is a completely different color scheme, completely different cover. I think even the font is different. And the cover that I've seen, it's a completely different vibe. And so, like I said, even if I do really enjoy this and I want to continue in the series, I'm gonna have to buy the standard edition of this book too. And then it's like, what's the point of having the pretty one? Like, I'm keeping my Adventures of Amina Al Sarafi copy because I loved that book. Loved it. I'll probably keep this if I loved this, but if not, it's gonna end up going in my Pango shop. Honestly, because like I said, it doesn't match. It doesn't match. Series. Or maybe if I liked it, if it doesn't end on the cliffhanger or anything and everything's wrapped up and it can be considered a standalone, then I'll keep it and not read the rest of the series. Like, Fairyloot. Why all the series? I don't understand. I really don't get it. I know I'm not the only one annoyed about it either. Like, we like our books to match. Don't you know that? Like, don't you know that? Anyway, enough of my rant about Fairyloot. I am still happy to be off of the wait list. I am looking forward to next month's book. I already know what it is because I figured it out. But anyway, that was my haul. 12 books, I believe it was. 13 if you count the one that I purchased yesterday and has not arrived yet. Anyway, thank you for watching. I don't know. Leave a comment if you want to comment on anything. Subscribe if you want to. Leave a like if you liked the video. Yeah, that's the haul. My Pango bookshop is linked in the description if you want to check that out, along with my Instagram and my Goodreads. Yeah, that's it. Ta-da! That's my book haul. It's not that special. We ran right through it, and now it's over. I don't know why I'm singing, but anyway, I'm gonna stop the video now before all hell breaks loose. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your week. Bye.